Hi everyone, it's Gwethon again, and I'm playing as Acca in the meeting between Saruman and Gandalf, where Gandalf gets thrown to the top of Isengard, the Tower of Isengard. And I'm also going to spend a little bit of time talking about the new legendary item system with the fate of Gundabad expansion just about to be released. So yeah, I did play the beta for a little bit a week or two ago, so it was reasonably close to the end of its production. And I have to say that I do like the new ally system. It's changed. It's going to be interesting to see how they modify, how they recompense the people who've ground so much into their legendary items to see what they get out of them above level 130. But for the average leveling player, I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference. I think it'll make the changes to the ally system, as long as the DPS stays about the same, the traits should be improved. There's a lot of slots, and I don't know how the slottable items, are going to drop. But assuming that's distributed reasonably easily, or you can barter for them with the common barter item, the scrolls, the ancient scrolls, I think they are. It should be okay, and not really impact on the leveling characters by all that much. By the time you have leveled 10 levels, you've normally replaced your legendary items with a new one, and then had to cope with the changes of your traits in various ways. At least this should give some kind of consistency to the traits. The DPS increase is going to be the critical part of leveling a legendary with the new legendary items. And here we have Gandalf coming to Isengard. So Wilbell is the burglar that I've got running through the epic, and he's now trapped in Isengard as a prisoner. Won't be there for long, but he's going through this process, going through all of the quests that are inside. I'm actually playing as Grima, but yeah. So ancient scrolls. Be interesting to see how how often they turn up. That's the how grindy the game is. I think I've described it, or had it described to me. Is the real question, and whether the lower level characters can get access to the higher level mats, the ancient scrolls, and whatever it is else that you use to construct your legendary item as it levels up. But I have 3, almost 4 level cap characters with almost complete legendary items, so it's going to be interesting to see how much I potentially lose in the upgrade process to the new legendary items, that the DPS that has to go up from 130 up to 140 is definitely going to have to change to the new legendary item system. So it's just a matter of how much you lose in that process. But as I said, for a level 70, 80 character, you're always changing your legendary item. So that should be a simpler system, even with a more complicated slotting process and leveling process for the secondary stats. It's still going to be simpler than the process that we currently go through to level characters. Have a bit of a look around, watch Saruman and Gandalf have a bit of a chat, and then not one of them not come back. Well, temporarily at least. So as you may know, the legendary items have something like 12 or 13 slots. Some of them are specific for class traits. Some of them are specific for stat bonuses, even though the ones with the class traits also have stat bonuses associated. And there's a third set that also give bonuses. But yeah, you've got a class specific things like area of effect damage, and they're the general ones. And you've also got the specific like sneak critical damage, positional damage, and things along those lines for a burglar. And they also have different levels. So you've got your blue, purple, gold levels for each one of those with a slightly improved stat. So it's a bit like putting legendary item points into a trait to gradually improve the trait. But it's not that simple. The interface, they have to have improved the interface because the current interface is just too cumbersome. And as I said, it's coming out in 2 weeks. We'll all have a look at it. We'll all decide what to do. But and there's a Vale promotion to level 130 as part of the purchase of the higher 2 tier pre-purchases. That and an extra slot, character slot, with some cosmetic items, and would seem to be the main advantage to buying those. And of course you get access to the Brawler, which is the new class. They say the Brawler will be coming out in 2 weeks' time, as well as the new legendary item system, but we'll see how it goes. The expansion should be available, I think they say, in May for Lotro points if you don't buy it outright. And the Brawler would also become available for Lotro points. But as I said, looking forward to it. Okay, so Gandalf no longer comes back until he hitches a ride. We're going through this same area again. Palantir that corrupted Saruman. And Acca is now in the dungeon, and that's the quest, the instance. I've heard no news on crafting for the new expansion. When I looked at the beta, I was busy trying to work out how the burglar would play at level 130. actually tried to look at it at 120 because I didn't have a level 130 burglar at the time, and it all looks as the DPS looks about the same, if not better. The area of effect and everything, the extra stats look better than the traits that we've currently got. But we'll see how the game plays, and of course they'll scale things and make modifications if something's broken. But thanks, people.
Good. Do not let the Uruks know what you are up to.